Hey everyone, Ted Keith here for SI.com with Steve and Cannella, and lately we've seen, Steve, several kind of these unwritten rules incidents cropping up in Major League Baseball. The most recent one with Orioles third baseman Manny Machado, who reacted negatively to a way he was tagged by the Oakland A's a couple of days ago, and then took the rare step of actually throwing his bat at a pitcher, even though it didn't go anywhere near the pitcher. Why do you think we're seeing more of these instances this year, or is it just the randomness of the instances we're seeing?
Well, this one is completely random. Not only is this an unwritten rule, Manny Machado made up an unwritten rule for this. I've never seen a guy throw a helmet at a player after being tagged too hard, and I've never seen a hitter throw a bat on purpose out of a fielder or a pitcher. I think Manny Machado was completely in the wrong in this case, and I think this is an example of why we might be seeing more of these incidents. There are a lot of younger players playing a larger role in the big leagues right now than there have been in recent years, and a lot of them just aren't quite, their maturity might not be quite there to match their talent. I think this is an example of not so much an unwritten rule being invoked as it is a player's immaturity getting the best of them.
Well, we've definitely seen both, and you brought up guys who are mature or immature. Sometimes it's guys who are mature having these problems too. David Ortiz was at the middle of a war of words with the Rays' David Price recently, where he was saying that he has no more respect for David Price for the way he was throwing at the Boston Red Sox a few weeks ago, which is ironic considering that Ortiz breaks one of these so-called unwritten rules by staring at his home runs all the time. So who gets to make these rules, who gets to enforce these rules, seems to be ever-changing in baseball as much as these rules themselves. Why should any of these rules sort of be in place anymore? Why shouldn't someone be cracking down on them and saying, you can't stare at home runs, you can't, even if we suspected you throwing at someone, you're going to be out of the game? Why is this stuff allowed?
Well, I don't think we want to outlaw some of this stuff. The staring at home runs, the styling out of the box the way someone like Yasiel Puig might do after he hits a ball. I don't think we want to take that out of the game. That's some personality, that's some flair. I think that's what baseball needs. We want to see some of this entertainment value in the game. I don't think we want to see that bled out of the game. It's extremely hypocritical for a guy like David Ortiz to get on someone for bringing some flair to the game or bringing some drama to the game, just as it's hypocritical for a guy like Bud Norris, who hit Torrey Hunter last month after the batter in front of Hunter hit a home run. Bud Norris is the one who messed up there. He shouldn't have given up the home run. If he doesn't like it, don't take it out on the next hitter. I don't think we want to see this taken out of the game. I think we do want to see headhunting and that kind of thing taken out of the game, and I'd like to see a stricter crackdown on pitchers who do go after batters when there's absolutely no reason to throw at somebody.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it's time, like you said, to say, if you hit a player after a home run, or a player who hit a home run off you, next time at bat, which is what Ortiz suspected David Price did to him after they had, Ortiz went deep off him in the playoffs last year. Maybe that's an automatic ejection from the game, and that way you never hear pitchers saying, it slipped, when I accidentally hit a guy directly in the thigh where I was probably aiming for him. It's only, it would have to be a legitimate accident to hit someone with a pitch, and these ones are not legitimate accidents. Guys are targeting people.
And the problem is the umpires sort of address these rules in an uneven way too. I think umpires need to have their heads about them too in the heat of the game, in the way they administer these rules, both written and unwritten.
Well, one thing we know for sure is this is hardly going to be the last time we talk about baseball's unwritten rules this season. It'll be interesting to see what incident occurs that night and what the punishments will be. For SI.com and Steve Cannella, I'm Ted Keith.